So guys, in this video, I'm going to go over some reputation that you might have missed up to this point, as it's probably just becoming available for a lot of people, and it can be a bit confusing, so I thought I'd make a quick video on it just to clarify a few things. So it's going to give us a total of 1,650 rep when we complete all of these different quests. 1,500 of that is going to come from this one achievement, a life on the farm achievement with the Hillhead family here. And then the other 150 rep is going to come from two other items, which I will just mention during the video when they are kind of relevant to pick up with the other items as well. So on the screen here, you can see all those different items that do start these quests, which will award this different renown. They all come from different sources, as you can see on the screen here. And I'm just going to work through them in the way that I did it, and probably the most efficient way, I hope. So follow along through the video and then complete it as you go, as you're watching. And that should be the fastest way to do it. You should be able to do it a bit faster than me, because it took me most of the day to get this done. So yeah, let's just get into it, guys. So before we start picking up all of these different items, there is some prerequisites that we need to talk about. Over here, we need to complete one of these quest lines, which is a part of the Sojourner of hallowfall. So if you've done that achievement already, then you will have completed these quests probably already. And then there's one other quest here, which you may have also completed, because there's not a prerequisite to complete this quest. And that's going to be our first 200 reputation, which you might have missed. This one is the eggs in a basket over here, and you need to just do this quest here, and it's going to give you 200 rep for that one. Now, if you've done a total of 5 quests here, it should be, I've got them on the screen. If you've done all 5 of these, the only other thing we need after that is to be renown 12 with the hallowfall arathi, and that's going to allow us to start collecting these items. So our first one that we're going to talk through are these 3 items you can see on the screen here, and all 3 of these are going to come from treasure chests, I believe, around the zone. Now, I've only picked these up near to the Spreading the Light event and that general area, so I'm not exactly sure if you can pick them up anywhere in the zone, but the actual chests you can get them out of are definitely the ones that you can find all over the zone, and the ones that are more specific to this area. So the reason I've brought this one up first is that whilst you're collecting all of these items, you should prioritize picking up any treasure chests that spawn when you are doing the other items. If you leave this one till the end, then you're just going to be going through the chests, and you've probably missed a lot that you could have picked up along the way. Also, I should mention as well, the Lost Diary is currently bugged as of making this video. It starts the wrong quest, so you can't actually get the reputation from this one at the moment, and hopefully they fix that soon. Okay, on to the next one. We have Lil'Piggy. This one is basically a golden pig that we need to find somewhere in these fields, but we can only see it if we have a light source. So to get this light source, what we need to do is buy it from one of these vendors or NPCs that spawn when you activate a Lesser Keyflame. So I've got this one on screen here. This is the one that I picked up to find the item. And the reason that I am bringing this one up second is because there is speculation that you can only find this during the dark phase of the big crystal. And the way that you can find out when that's going to be is on Plow Head, which you can see here. So if it is the dark phase during this process, you might want to go and prioritize doing this one just in case. I don't think we're exactly sure of that as well. There is multiple different locations that you can find this pig, and actually I found it quite difficult to find even when I had the coordinates, but they will be in the description, and just try and go through all of those different locations during the dark phase, and hopefully you will find it as well. This is where I picked mine up, just on the other side of this fence. You'll notice that it just appears there, and it's pretty obvious as well. I swear I ran over this spot multiple times, but anyway, maybe I just missed it when I was over there. And just to tag onto this as well, whilst you have that light source running that you've picked up, you can also head to this location over here, and you should be able to pick up a bag of seeds from this spot, which is another one you can turn in for 75 renown. That's one of those 2 that I mentioned right at the beginning. Nice. Now on to the ones that we can find in the delve. So the delve that we're looking at is Mycomancer's Cavern, not far away, just on the map here. Once inside here, there is a few different locations where we're going to be able to pick up these 2 items. We have the shoe and we have the eggs. On the map here, you can see where they should be located. If there is new locations found, I'll try to update that in a pinned comment as well, but you should find them somewhere in this delve if these ones are incorrect. Nice. Next, we go onto the shadow root vines. So these are things that you can pull out of the ground, and they're going to give you another 3 items, actually 2 that are part of the achievement and 1 that is not a part of the achievement. To pull these vines out, what we need to do is also talk to another NPC, Chef Dinaire or something like that. He is one of the ones we will be able to spawn by lighting this Lesser Keyflame over here. Once you've got him available, you can buy from him these gloves, which will allow you to pull out the vines. You need to use the gloves to get the buff, which I believe lasts for 8 hours, and you can then start pulling the vines. It took me quite a while to pull all of these out. And actually, I pulled them all very close together. I don't know if that was just luck. I think even the 2 for the achievement, I actually pulled out with the same vine. But it definitely wasn't, it was quite a few before I managed to pick these up. And we have that umbral eggplant as well. That is our second item that is going to just award us another 75 renown, which is unrelated to the achievement. So whilst you are doing this and pulling out these vines, what we can also do is be killing all of these big mushroom boys, specifically the big ones. The little ones do not drop it. Basically, these guys are also going to drop another one of our items, the eye. You need to kill quite a few of these, and whilst you're waiting for those vines to respawn, you can always be killing and looting all of these mobs here. And then eventually you're going to be able to loot the eye as well. This one didn't take too long for me, but some people have complained that it took a really long time. If we move on to the next one, the Plow Head, this is the one that took a really long time for me. Well, I say really long, I mean probably upwards of 2 hours, I would say, of killing. In this area, you can see here on the map, these elite harvest bots. I was killing these kind of non-stop for probably around 2 hours to finally get that final item, the Plow Head. Now, some people have reported or speculated that after handing in a lot of the other items to complete those quests, they then looted the Plow Head a lot quicker afterwards, after they handed in the eye, for example. I tried this, and to be honest, it didn't feel like it was a lot faster afterwards, but it might be best to just complete these quests as you go, just in case you're preventing the item from dropping. I hope you guys get luckier than me on this one, and not more unlucky, as it did feel like it was kind of dragging out a little bit by the end. And guys, that is all of these different items which should allow you to get this achievement, as well as that bonus of 1,650 renown for the hallowfall arathi. If you're not renown 12 yet, then please stay tuned, as I'm going to have that guide coming out soon to get your renown up with the hallowfall arathi. I wanted to get this one out first because it was what I was working on today, and then I'm going to hopefully get the hallowfall arathi video out in the next day, maybe 2 days, but I'd like to try and get it out tomorrow. Thanks for all the support, guys, and I hope all of this made sense. Keep an eye on the pinned comment in case I learn anything new, as I usually do in the comments. But yeah, thanks so much. Peace.